So, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing great too, and it's so nice to see you. I follow your
Actually,
channel.
thank you so much. So I was really looking forward to this,
hmm
and I feel delightful to see you right now.
Same here. I have been
Thank
longing
you.
to meet you, actually. I've been longing to meet you for a long time, ever since you messaged me.
Yeah, actually, I was actually longing to see you. You know, like feelings are mutual. Though I
hmm
got busier and things were not, falling into places all the time, but finally.
Great, great, great. So, how was your day? It's Sunday
Uh,
today, so.
Yeah, so my day
Mhm.
was okay, though I feel a bit, I would say a certain kind of void because I have just came back from home
Mhm.
yesterday only. So I
Okay.
miss my mother today and the environment over
hmm
there because
Right.
things are a bit quiet here right now.
Right.
But the
You live
day,
alone?
yes,
Okay, that's why you're missing your home.
yeah, I live in a PG.
All right, all right. But it's nice to live in PG. Like earlier, before my marriage, I also used to live in PG. The vibe is
Actually,
totally different. You have girls around you, and then you do
yes,
all by yourself. So
yes,
that's a life lesson, I would say.
yeah,
It
you feel
teaches you a
more.
lot.
Yes,
hmm
you feel more independent and self-reliant, like you're doing everything by your own.
hmm But whenever you do any task on your own, the very moment you miss your home.
Actually, I started missing my mom as soon as I reached here, and I was like, it's okay. I have to spend
hmm
some time without her also now.
Right, right, right. Okay, so we started just like that. So let us introduce ourselves to each other.
Sure, sure, sure. Ma'am,
Okay.
please, would you do it for me?
Sure, sure. So I'm Sunita Rawat and I come from Uttarakhand. It's a very beautiful place
Really?
and it is also called Land of Gods. I
Yes.
am mother to two kids. Along with that, I'm mother to two YouTube channels as well. So the first one is Sunita's English Adventure, where I interact with people in English. I practice my English with them. And then I create some English vlogs and I post some informative content too on that channel. And the second one is Dear Listeners, that is dedicated to English listening podcast. And I teach spoken English to intermediates and beginners.
Oh, that's beautiful. And truly, Uttarakhand is very beautiful. I've been there twice in 1 year.
Okay, very
So
nice.
I really love that place.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
You
so
you are from Chamoli.
right, I'm from Chamoli.
Okay,
Where
okay.
have you been to, by the way, in Uttarakhand?
To Kedarnath,
Mm-hmm.
Badrinath,
Okay.
and I have been to Nainital.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so these
Yes.
places I've explored till now, though I want to go again.
Right. There are many untouched places as well, unexplored
Actually,
places, and those
yes,
are really beautiful too. So
true.
you should visit that kind of places too. Like these are
Sure.
quite popular, so you'll get to see a lot of crowd, lot of rush there. So you'll not get that peace of mind because you'll always see people rushing here and there and the bustling and all that. But when you explore untouched places, the beauty is on another level.
Yeah,
So you
they are
must visit.
hidden, and I
hmm
am so at peace that they're hidden right now so that I can go and explore. And
Right.
I do not want to tell the world because I do
hmm
not want those places to be crowded again.
Right, right. It happens that when you post about it online, then people would also rush to
Love
that
to.
place.
Actually, everybody
Mhm.
wants to be at peace.
Right, right. And then that becomes crowded.
Absolutely. So I'll just introduce myself, a
hmm
brief introduction. My name is Rupal. I come from central India, Madhya Pradesh. My hometown is Sihor. I was born and raised there. It's famous for wheat production and religious places. I am a full-time high school English teacher. And I also run my YouTube channel, Rupal's English Corner. Though I have started recently, it's not been long. I'm trying to post consistently, and this channel I had started just to come out of my comfort zone because I would say I was a very timid person. And I would say I was not apprehensible that I would go and talk to people. So I
hmm
just thought of starting a channel so that I can talk to co-learners and people like you and many
hmm
others to learn from them. So I do this, and this enhances my creativity and productivity.
Right. And I must say you're doing it very well. I've seen many
Thank you
of your
so much.
videos and you
Thank
look
you so
pretty
much.
confident. I
Thank
don't
you
know
so
why
much.
you're calling yourself timid, but you look so confident. I look up to you, I must say. You have a
Oh my
rich
God,
knowledge of literature.
that's a
And
huge compliment for me right now.
I'm just being honest. So I mean, you use very advanced English, like advanced sentence structures and all that. So I follow you for those advanced structures only, right? And the way you indulge in conversations when you just deep dive into it. So your thought process is also worth admiring, I must say.
Oh my God. I feel, I don't know what to say. I'm just blown away right now. Okay, because I have from the time I have started. So I remember I
Mm-hmm.
saw your video with Mahalakshmi.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and from that video, then I did a video, conversational video with Mahalakshmi,
Mm-hmm.
and then I started following you, and I used to watch your videos, and I saw some 3 to 4 videos, and I was like, I need to mail ma'am so that we can have a
Mm-hmm.
conversation as soon as possible. So
Right.
you have very warm and pleasant way of presenting things. Okay. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, ma'am is a mother to 2 children. Okay, ma'am is an inspiration. Ma'am has been doing such beautiful things all together.
Uh-huh. That's
Okay,
so
so I
nice of
really
you.
wanted to see you.
Right, right. So anything on your mind that we can discuss, or let us just go with general conversation?
I would just say general conversation
Mm-hmm.
because I would keep a topic for the next time so that I can get to
Mm-hmm.
talk to you for the next time also.
Okay, that's amazing. So let us talk about your hobbies first.
Yeah, sure, sure, sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I talk about my hobbies, so I love swimming.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime, whenever I feel like I have some leisure time, I would go for a swim session if time permits. If not, then I would cook a meal for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I cook a meal for myself and my friends who are living with me because I
Mm-hmm.
love cooking also. Then I used to, love fitness and yoga, but it was, way back. Now
Right.
I have not been doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the times I would dance to my own tunes and I would sing also, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't sing in public.
Okay, you're a bathroom singer.
Yeah. Not even bathroom, I would say, but
Uh-huh.
somewhere I'm a singer.
Okay, I think we all are singers,
Yeah, actually,
but not professional ones.
Yeah, I sometimes feel that singing is all about how you express yourself and how good you feel after singing.
Right.
If everybody would have been a professional,
Mm-hmm.
then we wouldn't be enjoying these raw little things.
Right. And then there is some pressure on your shoulders when you are a professional singer,
True.
right? Though
Absolutely.
that comes as a responsibility that you have to be perfect all the time. But when
Mhm.
you are a bathroom singer or just a casual singer, then you can sing as per your mood, or doesn't matter what lyrics you are singing or so, right?
Yes. So now, when you have talked about this thing that you always have this thing that you have to be perfect all the time, this was one of the reasons
Mm-hmm.
I was never coming out of my comfort zone or talking to people because I had this thing, okay? So I would call it like you might have heard about imposter syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
So this happens that you think all the time, you doubt yourself all the time that you are not good enough. So I had this thing in myself that if I'm not perfect at something, I'll not even begin with it. Okay,
Right, right.
because people might judge me and make fun of me, and that I'll not be able to take
Mm-hmm.
because I have faced some, inferiority complex in my college days. So that is still
Mm-hmm.
with me. But then the reason that I say that this channel is all about coming out of my comfort zone because this gives me a lot of power, immense power. Just to, sit here and talk to everyone who is around me. That
Mm-hmm.
if I can talk, if I can come and talk on the camera, anyone can. They just need to take a step.
Right, right. That's so true. You need to face your fears to overcome it.
Yeah.
And that's what you're doing. The
Yes, yes.
other day, I watched your video with tutor Ronak.
Okay.
And from there, I got to know that you're very sensitive.
Very,
You were stressed about something, and right. And
yes.
you told me that you were also apprehensive. You were also apprehensive of talking to others. So that means you are a little sensitive. You were a little worried about people's judgment and all that.
I was
So
in the
what
initial
triggered you?
phase
Mm-hmm.
because I come from a very small town. So there I never had an opportunity to talk with people or converse with people in English. So one point when I moved to college,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so there I saw a crowd, or I would say people who were advanced level speakers. Okay. So there was a turning point, or I would say that thing triggered me, that
Mm-hmm.
why am I not being able to? Because no matter how good people are, if you're not speaking or talking to them according to them, they will
Mm-hmm.
start judging you ultimately.
Right, right.
And they will find some conclusions that this person is a bit different from us just because they are not speaking or using the language they prefer.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay, so from that time in my first year, I started thinking that I need to learn this language, be it slow, be
Mm-hmm.
it broken, even if it is gradual, I will just learn it and I
Mm-hmm.
will speak in a confident manner.
Mm-hmm. That's really nice that something triggered you, and that too on time, because it's never too late, I must say. But do you
Absolutely.
believe in molding yourself to somebody's else's expectations, or like you'll always get this kind of circle where people are something different, They don't want to add someone else in their groups, right? So would you like to fit into their expectation, or what would you do in that case?
So I'll just share this. I would never like to fit in. Even
Mm-hmm.
though I learned, I never went back to fit in their circle or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to do this for myself because I knew
Mm-hmm.
learning a language is not about fitting in any group. It's something, it's a skill you
Mm-hmm.
need to know. It was just that those people came in time and showed me why you need to learn it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I would say cause and effect relationship. Okay, they caused, they triggered, they, gave me a cause, and the effect was something like this, that I started learning so
Mm-hmm.
that I can face, I want to face the world, or I would say face the world, or maybe I can just upskill myself and be good at something that is actually required. Okay,
Right, right.
right before this, I was not taking English as seriously as I'm taking now. I would always, and people are still treating it as a subject only
Mm-hmm.
and not as a language. But when that, that cause or that thing happened, I started treating it as a language. That is a global
Mm-hmm.
language. And
Mm-hmm.
if I learn it, it will always help me.
Mm-hmm.
It's something I'm upskilling myself.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? Like we are putting a lot of effort on learning this language the way it is, like
Yeah.
the traditional way, I would say, a very professional, very graceful manner. But language is also evolving over time. So do you think there
Absolutely.
is a threat to this graceful language also? Like people are just using shortcuts or, a very weird kind of words to express their thoughts, like this generation.
Okay, the lingos we are using this
Mm-hmm.
generation. So
Right.
I'll say I actually don't understand a lot of lingos from this
Mm-hmm.
generation until unless I go there and start talking to someone who is from this generation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I remember for the first time I heard somebody saying BRB, be right back. Okay, and
Okay.
I had to go and check, okay, what is BRB? It's be right back. Then
Uh-huh.
I started finding some of this, TTYL, talk to you later. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
we can actually be graceful about this language, and when it takes hardly 30 seconds to write talk to you later. So if
Right.
you're TTYL, I have to
Mm-hmm.
go and check on Google what is TTYL first thing first. Then I have to reply to them. So
Mm-hmm.
I won't completely, I partially agree that finding shortcuts might make English or any language lose its charm. But the
Mm-hmm.
thing is, when you come up with new things, it will always add up to your knowledge only. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
like they are trying to cut short on time, or they are just trying to be more modern with the language. But
Mm-hmm.
ultimately the real goal is not to be sounding very polished, but to be comprehensible. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
if you are talking to someone, even if you use very fancy words or fancy vocabulary, it won't matter if the meaning is not clear.
Right.
So the only goal is to be clear while you speak.
Right. And this is going to harm the generation that we are talking about because they are so much into these shortcuts. But when they go into jobs in future, when they'll go into jobs, that time they will see how this habit would affect them, right?
Yeah,
Because they're not
because
going to talk this way, like in shortcuts, in meetings, or while talking to clients, or if they are into any business, this is not going to help them. And then they'll have to learn the proper English.
absolutely, absolutely. Like, the difference between
Mhm.
formal, casual, and very casual English. So they have been using very casual English all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Even when they're expressing, they're using the language very casually. So
Mm-hmm.
once they get into jobs or they go somewhere, they really need to learn that you have to be formal sometimes. I understand that you have a potential to use that language in a short, I would, in a shortcut, but that's not always possible. You have to go out and talk to people who need to understand, and you need to communicate with them the way they want to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we need to understand the other people's need also.
Right. I think they'll understand this over time when they'll
Yeah,
become
true.
mature. They are just kids, and because they have to talk to their own circle on WhatsApp and Snapchats or whatsoever it is, sometimes they are just using emojis, not even texting, right?
Actually,
Because they are talking to the circle in which everybody knows the meaning of these code words and then these emojis. But when they talk with other people, which they don't do much, right? They don't involve elders or someone else into their groups, or they are simply in their virtual world, right? So that's the misery, I would say, of
yeah.
this
So
generation.
now when you have, shared this, I just remember this very funny moment from my school. From my school, I'm teaching with.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a student, and we have an NCRT book, Honeybee. Okay.
Okay.
So we were just talking about something. I was just talking about something with my student, and I just asked him, "What do you need?" So he just, sent me two emojis, one of
Mm-hmm.
honey and one of bee.
Okay.
And I texted him back, "What is this?"
Uh-huh.
"Ma'am, I need the book Honeycomb." Okay,
Mm-hmm.
there's the book Honeycomb. So he was like, "Ma'am, I need this book." So I said, "You have to write it. You cannot keep sending a teacher the emojis." "Okay,
Right.
ma'am, I'm so sorry." मैंने कहा, "You cannot do this in school. You have to
Mm-hmm.
learn this. You can do this with your friends." But
Mm-hmm.
they don't I think students have stopped understanding the difference. Okay, they are using the same language,
Mm-hmm.
same manners, etiquette everywhere, I guess.
Right. But in that case, people need to educate them, their parents, their teachers. You have to
Absolutely.
be strict sometimes,
You have to
right?
be.
As you said that you can't talk this way with teacher. So
Absolutely.
everyone has to do that way so that they
You
would understand.
like you must be knowing it very well. You have
Mm-hmm.
two children. So how it
Mm-hmm.
is with them?
Mm-hmm. With them, I would say they often watch good content. I mean, where they are using proper words.
Okay.
So they talk that way only. Otherwise, they are not much into these slangs or I
Okay.
don't know what do we call it exactly. Like the words called, there are words like skibidi and all those.
Okay.
I don't
The
I don't
slangs
know whether I'm
only.
going to whether I'll be able to learn all these or not in future if I have to. Right? I'm sure I'll not be able to learn all these things. I'll not be able to adapt that culture of language or it would be very difficult.
Very. For me as well,
Mm-hmm.
but I think I have somewhere, picked this up
Mm-hmm.
because I am surrounded by high school students.
Okay.
So that generation, 16 to 18, 15 to 18. So
Mm-hmm.
they use this a lot. So I have to listen this. Even
Mm-hmm.
if I do not use it every other day, but I get to hear it or I listen to them. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
talking. So being a teacher, sometimes you also get influenced from your students, not just your students.
Right. At
Okay.
least
So
you are
I
able to understand.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would say I have a very good bond with my students.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the thing is that when you are a young teacher and when you join teaching at a young age, students think that this teacher, you can be frank with them. But
Right.
then you have to divide, your attention both ways. You can be frank, you can be friendly. Not
Mm-hmm.
frank, you can be friendly, but then you have to be straightforward as well.
Right.
Okay,
You have
because
to
this
set your
generation,
limitations.
absolutely, absolutely. So, ma'am, how did your journey of English learning started?
Mm-hmm. So I would say many a times, like during my childhood, I've met some fluent speakers, like even people who were younger than me, they were speaking so fluent, but it never triggered me or I never realized that I need to learn English. But
Okay.
I would say the need of doing something on my own that
Mm-hmm.
triggered me to learn English. So in this journey, like in this process of doing something for my own, I tried many things. I tried businesses as well, and then many YouTube channels too. But I was not able to cope up with all these channels or to manage. I was not able to do so because of responsibilities and kids. But then one sudden day, I just stumbled upon somebody's video who were just having conversation just like us. So I
Okay.
thought this is something nice. This looks convenient for me. I can do this from the comfort of my own home.
Yeah, true.
So that's why I picked this up. Otherwise, I never realized the importance of English in my life. So
You
I
had
just
channels prior to this?
yes, I started with Hindi blog channel and then some
Oh,
educational content as well.
beautiful.
So, but that didn't work out well for me because I was not even interested. I just did it because I wanted to do something on my own, but I was not able to do it for long. But then when I started this one, I was not sure how long I am going to take this. That time I was not sure. But then I started enjoying it slowly and gradually. With every conversation, I became even more excited to talk with people and to learn something and then incorporate that. So this is how I was able to drag it till I would say 10th month. And I'm sure I'm
Okay.
going to go long in this because I'm still enjoying.
Absolutely. Absolutely, ma'am. Because I would just, add this because you are a very eloquent speaker, I would say, no? I have heard you many a times, and I was just telling my friends that I am going to have a conversation with
Oh
Sunita
my
ma'am
God.
today. So you should not be coming in my room today, okay?
Oh,
Stay away from my room today.
that means a lot because I stand nowhere in front of you, I must say.
Ma'am, please
But
don't be
still,
so modest. Please, please, please. Because we all are learning something from
hmm
everyone around the corner, that way that you said that you did this to upskill yourself and to do something on your own. So while I would say starting a YouTube channel was never my choice. Okay, like you were just trying to figure it out. I was
hmm
also trying to figure it out because nobody has done it yet, I would say.
hmm
So some of my friends, I would say, they just forced me to start a channel. If you're good at something, please do it. But I would
hmm
always say, what if somebody comes and write in my comment section that don't just stop your YouTube channel, you're not good at it? Because
Okay.
that is what used to feel timid,
hmm
okay, and insecure, that I might not be able to do this. They were like, you have to start. Then somewhere this reel came to my feed, and that girl was saying every master was a beginner. You have to start somewhere. Don't
hmm
be afraid. If you'll never start, you will never reach somewhere.
Right.
And that was, I would say, a God's sign. So I
hmm
just started my channel, and right now I'm sitting with you then.
Right. I would say opportunities knock your door every time. It's just that sometimes you are ready and sometimes you're not.
Absolutely.
So this time opportunity was there and you just opened
Yes.
your door,
True, true, true.
right?
Okay, so ma'am,
Nice.
how is your like a usual day go for you?
My usual day, usually it starts with my kids only. Like these days, holidays, so it's all about kids, right?
Oh,
All day
wow.
long. So somehow I'm managing to take sessions. Like it was
Okay.
Sunday today, so just one session, that's with
Okay.
you. Otherwise, I can't think of sessions on Sundays. And then there were guests coming in, so I was handling those and preparing lunch for them and all that and sitting with them. So further also, I'm thinking of taking class from 9 to 10. Let's see,
Okay.
whatever my mood dictates, I'll do that.
Mhm.
And like other days, on weekdays, I would say I take classes in morning around 10 to 11, and then
Okay.
at night always uh 9 to 10. And then
Nice.
I'm with my kids because holidays are going on, so it's difficult.
Understandable. Because I also have a full-time job. So I was having my vacation, a one
Mhm.
month vacation. So I was free. And I decided that as soon as the vacation will start, I'll have a conversation with you. And even that on that day only I texted you. But then I don't know
Mhm.
what happened, all this rigmarole, and I couldn't just do it. And
Uh-huh.
then I came back and I texted you as soon as I reached. I was like, I'll text ma'am that we should
Mhm.
have a conversation tomorrow, maybe today only. Then you only said we can have it 4:30 tomorrow. So I was like,
Right.
okay, now I am calm. I can have a conversation tomorrow because I
Mhm.
am having my schools from tomorrow again.
Okay.
Okay, it was a 1 month vacation. Now it will be a full-time job. So it gets
Mhm.
really, I would say, I tiring and very tedious to actually, manage and balance both the things. Because you
Right.
have 7 hours of school, then you come home and you don't feel like recording or shooting anything.
Right.
And
I can
people
see.
are not actually free at the time when you are free. So
Hmm.
conversational videos is all about balancing and managing both the parties' time.
Right, right. So have you ever thought of making solo videos in that case?
Yeah, I have, and I am planning to do so.
That would be convenient because anytime you can just open your camera and start
Absolutely.
speaking.
Absolutely.
When I started creating solo videos, that time I used to take around, like for 10 minutes of videos, I used to take around 1.5 hour kind of. And then over time, now I don't need any script. I would simply open camera and start speaking without any cut. So it happens over
Absolutely.
time.
Yeah, it happens over time. That is what I'm learning, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
With time,
Right.
I'll just start my camera and start speaking. I'll not feel insecure about anything. you know
Mm-hmm.
okay, so
Right.
that is what. And right now, I just want to manage time so that
Mm-hmm.
I can come home and shoot my videos and study, because I have to study things, because you have to go back to school. And the real problem is not shooting or recording. The real problem arises when you are editing.
Okay.
That takes a lot of time.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I do editing when I roll chapatis. I simply
Okay.
keep my phone in front of me and I just play the video. And wherever I feel like I need to edit, at that time I would trim. Otherwise, I leave it like that
And
only.
that is what I
Mm-hmm.
also have started doing, this that I will keep the natural flow of the conversation. I'll not
Mm-hmm.
edit it. Let it be, let people know what mistakes I have made and
Mm-hmm.
what I will improve in the next
Mm-hmm.
one.
And it's very nice when you show them the reality because sometimes
True.
we also fumble, right?
Absolutely.
So
Everyone.
that's okay, isn't
Even
it?
natives,
Mm-hmm.
even natives, nobody is perfect. Even natives
Mm-hmm.
fumble. They make grammatical mistakes and they don't even care about it.
Right, right. I've
Okay, they
also
don't
noticed
even.
many a times.
Yeah, they don't even judge. Even
Mm-hmm.
if you make a grammar mistake, that doesn't matter, because they are not actually focusing 100% on the grammar.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about how clearly you speak and how, like comprehensible your message is. The
Right.
only simple thing is.
And that's why they use the basic English. No
Absolutely.
advanced, no flowery words, nothing.
Mhm.
Basic English. So we need to learn from them.
Absolutely, exactly.
Right. Okay. So it was lovely talking to you, and
Same.
time just flew with you, I must say.
Actually, I felt so good talking to you.
Uh-huh.
I was waiting for
Right.
this opportunity, so it's so
Mm-hmm.
nice right now.
My camera quality is so bad today. I bought this new webcam and I look so dark.
Yeah, because I felt that there is
Uh-huh.
something different with your video today,
So
because
I need
I
to do
see a
some
lot of your
settings.
videos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay, not a problem. You still look so beautiful.
No, no, that's not a problem, but it seems a bit odd. That's why I said
Not a problem, ma'am.
I'll do some settings later.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So any questions before we wrap up?
No, ma'am, no, ma'am.
Mhm.
I will keep all the questions for the next session.
Okay, great, great. So we'll meet
Okay.
very soon.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you
Okay,
so much.
then. Have a great evening.
You
Bye.
too.